What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Underground Stars Season 3. And today I am here with...
Tommy Mayham.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Good. I see you in the recording closet right now.
Yeah, man. This is
That's...
it's like the fortress of solitude.
Exactly. That's how you
Yeah.
know we are on the come up. When we're
Yes,
doing
sir.
interviews in the closet.
Yeah.
That's how you know, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though. That's the first time. I think this is the only interview that I've done that someone's been like in their closet that they used to record.
That's crazy. Like, this
Yeah.
is like the first spot I thought of when I was like, I'm about to be on a podcast. I'm like, let me get my spot set. Let me get in my recording studio, show people what I'm working with.
Yeah. It's
Mm.
crazy.
Yeah.
So I got a few things to talk about, but I mean, for the most part, we just have a conversation, pretty much. That's
Yeah.
how these go all the time.
Yeah.
And so how about we start off and just you kind of tell us how you kind of started getting into music, started making music, and everything like that.
Well, I've always been into music. Like, music was like a big part of my life. But when I was younger, my brother went to school to be an engineer, and he had
Mm-hmm.
like a whole like rap group and everything. I don't think they have any videos on YouTube anymore, but they used to like post music all the time. So that kind of like pushed me, and then like my friends, like when I met my like good friends, when I first moved to Virginia and everything, they're like doing music, and I was like, yo, like this is cool, let me manage y'all. And so I was like kind of managing them for like a year or two, and then they're like, yo, just get on the track for us for one time. And I'm like, I don't know, bruh. And I hop on the track, and then after that it started from there. So
Dang, yeah. That's
yeah.
that's pretty cool. A lot of people kind of who make music right now have like either grown up with music or like their friends were like a heavy influence in them making music.
Yeah, oh my god, my fault.
It's all
Leave
good.
my phone. Yeah, but I was always like heavy into music because when I was younger, my parents made me do like choir and everything, so
Mm-hmm.
it was like, yeah. So I've always been like a music head for sure.
Yeah. That's so. Did you do band at all, or was it just kind of strictly
Oh yeah,
choir?
I did band. I played the viola for like a year or two when I was in elementary school, and when I did band, I played the clarinet, and
Mm-hmm.
I tried to play the trumpet, but that did not turn out so good. So.
Yeah. That's that's funny you said that. I did band for about a year in like middle school, and that's what
Yeah.
I played.
Wow. You look like somebody that played trumpet, so you
Bro,
know.
I hated it.
Really?
Like, oh yeah. So I had the worst experience with it.
Yeah.
We had these I think you should know. It was like they called them the chair test or whatever. Kind of sees like
Yeah.
where
Oh
you're
my.
at.
Yeah.
And so they gave us this page that we the sheet music we're supposed to play, and we're supposed to play it in like G,
Yeah.
which is pretty high note or whatever.
Yeah.
And everyone did it. They did like great or whatever, and I was the last person.
Yeah.
I played it in a C,
Oh.
which is like way below what it's supposed to be. And I had
Yeah.
no idea that it was wrong, bro. Like after that,
Uh.
I was like, I can't do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'd rather take a different class than this.
Yeah. It sucked though, cause where I'm at, like you're forced into it. It's either you sing, you play the violin or the viola or like the
Hmm.
cello or something, or you use a band instrument. So
Yeah.
it's like you're locked in for that. And I didn't want to
Hmm.
sing at all because I was like, I'm not much of a. Well, I thought I wasn't much of a singer, but people always tell me like, like I can sing, I guess, but I don't believe it.
Hmm.
But it's like I was like, I'm not gonna play the viola again because I was like, it was boring. And then I was like, why not try something new? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. That's I think other than you, Drake Beats
Hmm.
was like the only one who, no, I feel like him and then like a few other ones did like music growing up, like
Yeah.
band or something like that.
Yeah.
And do you
So,
think like that's helped you at all?
for sure, because like a big issue I noticed a lot of other artists have is like finding like the right key when they're like using autotune and everything. Like
Hmm.
if you send me a beat, I can find the key like instantly. Like
Hmm.
so I think that's like been like my biggest benefit to doing music early on, and then that and like I have like a good music sense. I like to think I have a good music sense. So
Hmm.
like I know when something I make sounds bad, and I'm able to judge myself accordingly. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's useful. That's honestly because like you said, a lot of artists like struggle finding like the auto-tune key or whatever, but like
Yeah.
you could just walk in, open a pack of beats and be like, "Oh, that's this," like, and just your workflow just kind of goes crazy after that.
Yeah. Cause I'm able to like on a good day I'm able to knock out at least like 7 songs, but
Mhm.
I try not to because I don't want to like oversaturate myself and like make a bunch
Mhm.
of songs and it's about nothing, you know. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
That's how like with beats, I try and make as much as I can just because it's kind of different with songs, but I try
yeah,
and make at least 4 a day and then like 4 melodies a day just so I can keep up like a current like a schedule
yeah,
and just so I'm not like, "Oh, I just don't want to make anything today. I won't." And
yeah,
then I lose a whole day of just doing nothing.
yeah. I feel you. See, now that's like the crazy part with me. Like, I want to say like when I first started, I was more like pressed to record and everything, but now it's more like I have to like really feel it like inside, and I know if I'm like really feeling it, I'll make like my best music. So
Mhm.
that's how I like judge myself. So if I wake up and I'm like, I'm feeling kind of like sluggish today, I might not record. I'll like wait to see how I'm feeling like later on in the afternoon, and then I'll like if I'm feeling good, I'm like whatever. Let me go make
Yeah.
a song real quick, you know.
Mhm.
So it's like it all. I like to like base it on my mood, not necessarily like keeping up a workflow. But
Mhm.
I think that's like the best part that people should have, like keeping up a workflow. Because if you do, like you'll get better and better every day. So
Mhm. Exactly. One of the things that I think is like the most important to really anybody, no matter what you do, is having
yeah,
like a set schedule that you do no matter what. Like
yeah,
every day, my day looks the same except for Sundays. I wake up, I go work out, I come back, I relax for about like 20 minutes, and then it's just either straight music, artwork, editing, like just kind of work
yeah,
in general. And
yeah,
then around like 10 to 11,
mm,
I'll like play some video games or like sit down, watch some TV or something. But even during then, I'm still doing a little bit of work. So like
yeah,
I'm being unproductive, but at the same time productive.
yeah,
But like that just makes sure that I at least get something done every day. And because I feel like a lot of people they who don't know what to do during the day is because they don't have a schedule. Because they're like, I don't know what I should do
yeah,
today.
for
But if you're
sure.
like, oh, it's this time, I should probably go do this, or like
Mm,
I have like set few hours, I can do like this in between and stuff.
yeah,
And it's really helped me just not only get better, but also just mental wise. It's like because
for
now I
sure.
know what
Yeah,
I can do and like what to do for that rest of the day. I'm not just like laying in bed like, oh, I got nothing to do.
yeah, yeah. See, and that's like something I want to say I struggle with for like a little bit. Like when I first started, it was like I had a schedule, I'd follow it, and then after I'd be like what am I supposed to do now? Like if I, cause I never like booked my days up to where I was like full, cause I like me personally, I hate having like a ton of stuff to do in one day. Like it just knocks me
Hmm.
off my flow. So I'd always like set it up to where like I'd either be doing something like first half of the day or second half of the day.
Hmm.
And then like after a while, I started to like realize like that's not a very good way to set things up for myself because I end up being lazy, half the time. And it's like I could be like just spacing everything out or like just doing it when I'm really like feeling like doing it, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah. So and also like that's like the main like that's a big help in my creativity is like spacing things out because like if I give myself like a day to record and I'll make like 2-3 songs and then
Hmm.
I wait like a week or two and I make like 4 or 5 songs in a day, I want to say like it comes out better. Like I think at
Hmm.
least like I make like better music. So
Yeah. I feel like that's because it's just you're not draining your creativity all
yeah,
consecutively.
yeah. And it's crazy because last summer, like I was staying at my brother's crib, and since he's like in the music and everything, he has like a studio set up.
Hmm.
So like I was staying there last summer, and I'd make a song like literally every day, and it just got to the point where I couldn't keep up with myself anymore. Like I had to, because I mix my own songs, so I'd make a song. I'd either keep recording all day and not mix, or I'd like record a song and I'd go mix my backlog. And it just got to the
Hmm.
point where I was making so many songs, I just couldn't keep up with myself. So I was like, I got to pace myself, and I had to like
Hmm.
kind of separate myself for a little bit and take a little break. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And on that topic, you have a few EPs out on like SoundCloud and everything.
yeah,
Is like because you I know I don't know the exact month, but I know you did one already this year.
mm-hmm. I'm not sure
Well,
what month it was.
I just saw 2021. I'm like, all right, bet, perfect.
Yeah.
But is that like your kind of strategy is putting out EPs instead of like singles or like full blown projects?
It was for a little bit until I realized that's not sustainable. And it's crazy because I kept seeing like on Twitter, I see tweets all the time. Artists, if you're a new upcoming artist, don't drop like full albums or EPs. Just like drop singles, drop as many singles as you can. Kept seeing that, kept seeing it. And I'm like, this is so dumb. Like, why would I listen to this? But after a while, like I drop an EP and it'd be like nobody wanted to listen to it. So I'm like, and I like my singles be going crazy. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
why would I keep doing that when I can just turn these songs into singles, drop them, and have more songs to drop over time? So that's like,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like, I'm forcing myself out of that like whole like situation because I know like it's more beneficial if I drop singles. So,
Yeah.
and that's like something I've really been thinking about like recently too because I'm like I haven't dropped a song in probably like 3 or 4 weeks. But it's like I have a bunch of singles to drop, so I can drop whenever I want to, and I don't got to worry about
Mm-hmm.
like not having something to drop. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And do you have like any EP that you're kind of waiting to put out or that you already like are trying to make or anything?
I do. I already got the name and everything. It's called All Stars. I have like a crazy idea for the concept art.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever seen like the Super Mario, like the old Super Mario game on Nintendo 60, not Nintendo 64, the Super Nintendo. It's like
Um.
shoot, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Super Mario All Stars actually. I believe. But it's like I wanted to do something like that and like have me like basically like base myself around the cover art basically and like have a couple extra details, you know. So
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to look this up right now.
low key, I might have the name wrong, but it's like I remember the game fondly because it had like a bunch of different Mario games on there, and I used to play it all the time. Like that was like my
Yeah.
favorite game. So
Yeah. I think I see it.
yeah, so
Cause
like
didn't they do the 3D version this year or this last year?
yeah, they did it some recently. I can't remember,
Yeah. I
but
remember
yeah,
now. Yeah.
like I was like a big like Mario head when I was younger. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like that's like my inspiration for this whole project. But I don't know what I'm gonna drop it because like I said, I want to like I feel like this year I've gotten like a lot of good traction with me and my music, so I want to keep that traction going by dropping singles and just trying to do what I can promoting them and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my
And
like deal.
yeah. And what is like your kind of has been your strategy promoting, marketing, like your socials and everything like that?
I have a terrible strategy. Like most of the time, it's either I'll like make a meme or something and I'll post it. I'll find somebody to post it for me, like a meme page. I like pay them
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Or like I've recently been trying to use TikTok more to like push my music, and it's kind of worked. Like I
Mm-hmm.
won't say it's like blown me up or nothing, but like I've definitely got like a couple more listeners off of TikTok. But like I want to like revamp everything, which is why I haven't dropped anything recently because I want to like
Mm-hmm.
go about doing things of excuse me, doing things a more structured way because I feel like the way I'm doing it now is it's not sustainable. Like you
Yeah.
know. So I want to be like more efficient. So my new thing is I'm gonna try to be more like better at posting more on Instagram, which
Mm-hmm.
is a big issue I have. Posting more on Twitter. I'm not that bad at Twitter, but I still like fall off sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep the meme page promotions going because that's really good. Like a lot of artists don't think about that. I think a lot of artists should do that. Like if you're an upcoming
Mm-hmm.
artist, like find a meme page you like,
Oh yeah.
either get them to make a meme for you or make it yourself and ask them to post it. And if you got to pay, just pay it because it's gonna be worth it in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's what I want to like go forward with my new songs that I'm about to drop and everything. I want to keep that system going. So
I feel like a lot of like with the whole meme page thing, I feel like a lot of artists are scared because they're like, oh, I don't want it to be like a bad look on me because
yeah,
those comment sections on like
oh,
meme pages when you get like a music promotion are so bad.
yeah, they are. I'm not gonna lie, it's brutal sometimes. I remember like
Mm-hmm.
when I first started doing them, people were like, they were coming for my life. Like I never knew people could be so cruel sometimes. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
God, but I have thick skin because my friends like we all joke around about each other all the time. So like I'm
Yeah.
used to getting joked on and everything. So like I take everything as I see on Instagram as like a joke because it's like it's
Mm-hmm.
the internet, you know. Like we're not living in
Yeah.
the internet, we're living in real life. So
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't bother me. So
Yeah. But I mean, it's definitely it's worth it 100%.
Yeah.
But if you have to make sure you don't get like hurt so easily
Yeah.
if you do it as well.
Yeah, or like if anything, like the last resort could be like just making a meme and like being like, oh, this in the meme be like, this song is so bad, but it fits so well with the video, and like have like a dumb
Mm-hmm.
video up, something
Yeah.
just joking on yourself, because then like people might agree, but then you might also get people that are like, yo, no, this song is tough. Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? So
It's a reverse psychology. That's what you got to do.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So we had Donovan on. I want to say 2 weeks ago.
yeah, that's my
I don't know.
boy.
I don't know my own schedule, but I want to say 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And how did you kind of join Flight Crew? Did he kind of like approach you? Did you approach him, or was he like a part of it at all?
It actually, yeah, it had nothing to do with him. Draco, RP Draco, but Draco hit me up, and I used to do promotions for him, like for him, because he had like a huge page on Instagram. So I used to hit him up for promotions and everything, and eventually
Hmm.
he was like messing with my music, so I'm like, we talk every now and then like one day he came out of nowhere, he was like, yo, you want to join Flight Crew? And I'm like, of course, like why not?
Hmm.
And from there, like our like bond kind of grew, and like over time, like me and Donovan, we worked before I joined Flight Crew, but then like after, like we really started putting work in. Like we have a bunch of songs, it's crazy, but I haven't
Hmm.
dropped very many of our songs. I don't think I've dropped any actually, but we have a ton of songs. So like over time, we just started like vibing with each other, and like
Hmm.
so that's how stuff popped off.
That's crazy. That's what he said happened with Tino too. He was buying like the
Yeah,
promotions or whatever.
yeah,
That
yeah.
might be
'Cause
the wave.
I'm telling you, bro, like a lot of artists don't think about like and it's certain ways to go about it, because you can do the Instagram promos like where
Hmm.
Instagram will do it for you, but those are not good at all because those are so
Hmm.
easily passed by. Like people, most of the time, people don't follow you, so if they see it, they're like, "Who is this?" and they skip it.
Hmm.
But if you go through like a page that has like an established community, like you're
Hmm.
more likely to get listeners, because if you keep going to them, people are gonna be like, "Yo, who is this? I keep seeing this person. Like they must be good."
Yeah.
So that's how I see it, at least.
Yeah. That's definitely. I feel like just because so many people don't want to like pay for it,
Yeah,
that they're like they don't really. It's kind of like a back thought. They're like, that's cool, but is it really worth the money or not? Whenever I could do it like myself or something, but
yeah,
they might not have, like you said, that established community that the page or whatever account they're trying to get is.
yeah. I say like most people, if you don't want to pay for it, don't break the bank trying to do it. Because
Hmm.
everything comes with time. Like you don't gotta like throw money at a promo page and then expect it to blow up just because it's on a huge page. Because it
Hmm.
doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Like you can blow up on your own, to be honest. Like just posting like a video on Instagram, somebody could like it, send it to their friend, and then it just starts
Hmm.
spreading everywhere. Like you never know, so you just gotta go about like how you feel comfortable doing it, and that's how I felt comfortable, like going through pages and everything, getting to
Hmm.
post my stuff. So you know.
Yeah, and I noticed I was going through SoundCloud the other
Yeah.
day, just trying to find like some artists to work with or whatever.
Hmm.
And one thing that like just annoys me so much is I'll find like a cool artist, but
Yeah.
and they have like 20 or 30 songs like singles out or whatever,
Yeah.
and either they don't have like their Instagram or Twitter like linked,
Oh
or
my
they
god.
have it linked,
Yeah.
but it's out of date. So like the
Yeah.
username isn't the same one. So like when you click on it, it says user not found.
Yeah. Don't get me started on, bro. I've missed out on like so many opportunities to work with so many like fire people just because they don't have their stuff linked.
Hmm.
Like that's like that's like the number one thing you should be worrying about, making sure you have everything linked together so it's easy to access you.
Hmm.
Because that's like the worst thing ever, I swear.
I'm like, bro, this man's so fired. Like, I want to do a song with him, and I go check their page, and there's nothing. There's no other links.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
like
come on, please, because I'm not
it's
gonna go search you up if
yeah.
it's not there.
Yeah, it's crazy you said that, because I actually had a producer sent me some like 4 beat packs, all of them crazy, like
Hmm.
literally every beat crazy. I ended up using like all of the beats, and at the end, I was like trying to find out like their contacts so I could like hit them up. They didn't have it. I had to email him, and it took like 2 weeks for them to get back to me. So I'm
Jeez.
like you can't just have it like at least because he didn't tell me anything about himself. He just sent me the beats. Was like, here you go, use them if you want. Do whatever. I'm like, all right, this is great, but where's your information? Like, where can I contact you at? Because I gotta
Mm-hmm.
tell you if I'm dropping the song or not, or if you want
Yeah.
like a royalty split. So it's stuff like that that's like really like detrimental to your like career as an artist and a
Mm-hmm.
producer. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, speaking on that, do you, for the most part, do a lot of like the producers that you've worked with,
Mhm.
do they would they rather do like splits or like have you pay for the lease or whatever?
Um, for the most part, most of them do splits. I
Mm-hmm.
say because I don't mind paying for leases at all. Like I have no problem with that. But it's like um, it's better if you do royalties because I understand like it's like money over time. So if I do blow up, like it's gonna you're gonna go up with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean I don't mind paying for leases because leases are fire too. And I've never paid for an exclusive, but if the beat is fire, I pay for an exclusive too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And have most of like the producers you've worked with been pretty cool about that, or have there been some that like are just not wanting that at all?
I've had like one in the past. He was kind of like rude about it. It was, and then like he was kind of like scammy too, because he was like, "I'll drop the
Mm-hmm.
song on my distro page, and then like if you want, I'll add you to the splits." And I let him drop one song. He never added me to the split. So after that, I was like, we can't work if you're gonna be like trying to
Mm-hmm.
finesse me off my own song. So
Mm-hmm.
other than that, I've had like good experiences all around the board. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's a lot. Like that's an issue that a lot of artists just kind of deal with is like
Oh
having those
yeah.
producers who are just all about the money, no
Yeah.
matter what. Like yeah, that's good, but at the same time, don't make it to where you're ruining a whole like relationship with an artist for.
Exactly. Like that's like my biggest thing. Like if I can vibe with you, like if we can talk like on the regular, like be cool. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
mind working with you at all. But if you're like, oh yeah, like you gotta pay me this and I'll send you the beat and you gotta do this and that, and it's like I understand like it's about business, but like we gotta have like a solid relationship before like we get to the business,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like it's better that way. Like you're able to make more stuff with people that you can vibe with. So
Yeah.
that's how I see it.
And inspiration wise, who do you think has been like your inspirations or like influences on like your style and everything?
I got so many, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Top
Uh,
3.
top three gotta be Uzi, Travis, and as surprising as this might sound, Young Thug, because like I really like I love Young Thug's vocals, man. Like he really knows how to like go in with his vocals, but those
Mm-hmm.
have to be the top three. So
I could definitely tell Uzi just production wise, like a lot of
yeah,
like those kind of hard, happy beats.
yeah, yeah. When
I
I
could see a
first
little
started,
Travis. I could see a little Thug too, definitely.
yeah, I feel like when I first started, like Travis was more prevalent
Mm-hmm.
because like I really took a lot of influence from him when I was like coming up, but definitely Uzi. Like I like if anything like because I don't really like Uzi now. I like his older music, but if anything like his beat selection now is like off the charts, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
I swear, like every beat he gets on is crazy. So
Mm.
that's definitely like something I've been trying to like go for.
Uzi is definitely. I feel like he's one of the artists that's like grown on me a lot more.
Yeah,
Just like I loved his older stuff too,
yeah,
and but just kind of seeing the kind of this not a lot of growth, but like the small growth he's had in the past few years.
yeah,
It's just pretty cool to see just from like 2016 to now
yeah. Facts.
how he's still the same person and acts exact same,
It's
but his
crazy.
music's still getting a little bit better over time.
Yeah, it's crazy. And
Mhm.
that's how I always aspire to be. Like I don't ever want to stay in like because I like when Uzi first started, like he made a lot of like dark, like heavy trap music. Now it's more like a happier tone. Like I'm in a better situation. Like I'm doing better now. Like I feel better. Like that's how I want to be. I want to
Mhm.
like evolve to a point where like I can make music that perfectly portrays like how what I'm going through at the time. Like because you're never gonna stay the same. That's just honest to God truth.
Mhm.
So I always want like people to realize like with me especially like I'm never gonna be the same person I was before. Like I
Mhm.
might have like a couple same traits, but like I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna become like a more mature person.
Yeah.
So yeah,
just like staying true to yourself, but at the same time being able to grow and experience more to where you're not like the exact same and acting the
Yeah,
exact same. Like you're more you're just more experienced and you know how to act
yeah,
in different situations and everything for sure.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, and like that's why like when I go to like find new people to listen to, I try to like find people outside the box. You know, people
Mhm.
that I wouldn't like normally listen to, because it's like I want to draw like inspiration from like everybody all around the board. Like somebody I've been listening to a lot recently, Brent Fayez, man, he's so
Fire.
fire, bro. Like I
Fire.
love him, bro. Like I feel like now like I've been like listening to a lot of his songs, and like I really like appreciate like the subjects he talks about, because like you know he has those songs where he's talking, you know, he's like going in and everything, saying
Mhm.
what he got to say, you know, talking his talk. But he has like those songs where he like focuses on like stuff like a perfect example, Gang Over Love. Like that song is like
Mhm.
about him when he was younger and like vibing with his friends. Like I feel like I connect with that song because it's like, you know, you grow up, like you don't realize it, but like when you're with your friends, like y'all are doing stuff and you're young or whatever, and then like as you grow up, it's like dang, like you know, like we really did that, you know, and you're
Mhm.
like thinking back on, like I want songs like that because it's like when you have songs like that, they last longer, you know.
Yeah.
So
It's I feel like the perfect example of that is like J. Cole.
yeah,
Cause
yeah,
like 90% of the stuff he says is so relatable, and so
yeah,
like anybody can listen to it realistically, and it lasts way longer than a lot of people's music.
that's
Cause they're
facts.
like they can just keep going back and be like, I had a situation like this, or I'm going through a situation like this.
Yeah. And you know what? As much as because I don't listen to J. Cole, my girlfriend does, so I only listen to him when I'm with her.
Mhm.
But like that's like a big thing. Like a lot of his music has like survived like
Mhm.
incredibly, like because you listen to like I don't want to like, you know, harp on anybody's like likes or anything, but like Lil Pump. Back then, like he was like jumping, like everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Lil Pump, oh yeah," and
Mhm.
now it's like you listen to him like what was I thinking, like you know.
Exactly.
But like J. Cole, like a lot of his music, like because I used to listen, like when I was younger, I heard a couple of his songs, but I didn't really like vibe with him. But
Mhm.
like when I listen to him now, I'm like, you know, this song is still like decent, you know, like
Mhm.
it's lasted, you know, people still like it. So
Yeah.
that's something I always want to strive for, like especially now, like with my like whole transition from me like not dropping music this year, I'm trying to like, you know, switch over to like a better me. So
Mhm.
I really want my songs to last. 'Cause I feel like a lot of my older songs just didn't hold up.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Every now and then I'll like search up Lil Pump and listen to I forgot what song it's called, but one of like his like very first songs. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It takes me back to the time, and I'm like, it feels nice. The song is
Yeah,
so is like it's not a good song, but it just
yeah.
the
It's like
time surrounded it was great.
yeah. Oh, a good song that brings up an example. Smoke Perp to the Moon. That
Hmm.
song, like, oh my god, late nights hanging with my friends, is like taking drives and everything. We be blasting that song. I listen to it now. I'm like, yo, like, what was I thinking? Because this
Bro.
song is really not that good, but you know,
Hmm.
it's like the memories you get from it. So I understand.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss the old Smoke Perp, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, he was fire, bro. I thought he was way
Hmm.
better than Lil Pump. So.
Oh yeah. Just I feel his oh, what was the project? The one with the like his very first project that he put out had Travis on it, had Pump on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot. I don't even remember the name of that
Whatever
project.
that one was, it was so good for him, and it was I was like,
Yeah,
this man is about to go crazy, and then he
and
didn't
then
go crazy.
yeah, he kind of just and I'm
Yeah.
like, you know, you had it and you lost it, you know.
Hmm.
So, but that's the thing. Like a lot of people don't realize, like, yeah, you can come up, like, and that's why I'm not pressed about coming up so fast. Cause like you can come up, but you know, when you fall, like you really can fall, like.
Hmm.
So I want to like make sure everything is like perfect timing for me.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest things that I always say is you have to have that strong foundation no matter what.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah,
Because like let's say you blow up overnight and then in the next year you don't do anything, you don't capitalize it and you just fall heavy. If you have a
yeah,
set foundation, you can still fall back on that foundation, but if you have nothing, then you're just completely screwed all the way around.
yeah. That's why like, and that's why like, cause it's crazy, cause like I had like a lot of like people that I knew, like I like not like in real life, but like just like internet type friends who are like making music and they're like doing good and
Mhm.
they're doing way better than me. But it's like now I look at them and it's like they're not really doing. I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus, of course, but it's like they're not really doing much, and it's like
Mhm.
it makes me sad because it's like you really want to see people win, but it's like at the same time, like if you're not doing what you can to like keep yourself moving forward, you're not gonna like get nowhere.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
It sucks seeing people like who have crazy potential just not put in the work.
Facts, like, and it makes like the like biggest thing that makes me mad, seeing Uno the activist. I
Mhm.
love Uno, man, like, but he just it was like I thought he was gonna blow up like 2016, 2017, and he was like going up, and then out of nowhere, it just like everything just kind of like started falling apart, and it's like I really felt sad because I'm like he was probably like one of my favorite artists in high school. Him and Thousand Band Fani, like
Mhm.
they're like my favorite artists, and it's like seeing them now, like versus like Cardi and everything, because they work with Cardi. Like seeing how Cardi is and then seeing how they are, it's like like what happened,
Yeah.
So
It's like you all could have been at the same level right now, but some people put in extra work than the others, or some just didn't put in the work at all. And
yeah,
now, like, yeah, you can still work together, but you're
it's
not
not.
at the potential that you could have been.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. So
crazy.
I want to like always keep myself from like getting in that situation, which is why I'm not like pressed to blow up or nothing. Like when I was younger, of course, like when I first started, I was like, yo, I'm about to make a song. It's gonna blow up. I'm gonna post it on a meme page. It's gonna go crazy,
Mhm.
and it didn't happen. So it's like over time, I was like, let me just pace myself, get myself set up. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
So I got one more thing before we head to this outro,
all right.
and your name.
Yeah.
Is it your real name or no? Like the
Nah.
first part.
Nah.
I know. I was about to say if someone's last name is Mayhem, that would go crazy.
That would be sick. I always think about that. But nah, it's a name my good friend, my bro, AJ, aka Lou. He raps too. But anyways, he like when I was younger, I always used to talk about like guns and stuff. So I was heavy into Tommy guns because I was like, these are
Mhm.
fire. Like you got like a whole gun that can shoot like 100 rounds. That's
Uh-huh.
crazy. So
And they're like all in the movies and everything.
yeah. So like one day it was like probably like my junior year in high school, maybe my senior. I found like a necklace on Amazon and I bought it. And I used to wear it around everywhere. And he'd be like, "Oh, hey, look, it's Tommy Mayhem," and he'd always call me that. I'm like, and I think about it. I'm like, this is kind of a dumb nickname, but like over time, it grew on me. So, and
Mhm.
then I used it for my rap name, and it went up from there. So,
That's crazy. It's
yeah,
fire.
thank you. Yeah.
All right. So, the way we end these off is I got 3 super easy questions for you.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. First one is in 2 words, describe your style.
It's got to be like I don't want to say like depressing, but it's like what's the word? Thoughtful,
Mhm.
thoughtful, and energetic.
Perfect. All right. Second one is if you could listen to an album for the first time again, which one would it be?
Days Before Rodeo, hands down.
Really?
Yeah,
I got 2 posters of Days Before
really.
Rodeo up here. Yeah.
That's fire. That's probably like that was like what really set me off in the music. So
What's your favorite song off of it?
gotta be Backyard.
Mm.
Backyard goes so crazy, bro.
I think mine's either that one or The Prayer.
Oh yeah,
One of
Prayer's
those two.
fire too.
One
Yeah.
of those two. And then third is what advice do you have for other upcoming artists?
Always, 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 always make sure you are making music. Don't stop, because if you stop, you're not gonna get any better. Like just always keep. And if your stuff is trash, keep going. Don't put anything out for a year. Take time, make songs, but just make sure you're always recording because that's the most important thing ever. I swear.
Perfect. So I'm gonna be sending over season 3 sticker right over
That's
to you.
fire.
I really like these. I
Yeah,
say
that
this every single time when someone because it goes the exact same way. I'm like I'm gonna send this over. They're like, yo, that's clean. I'm like, yeah, I really like these. I say it every time.
that's. I mean, it's tough though, for real though.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be sending this one over to you. And I mean, it's been fun. I appreciate it, bro. For real.
Yeah, no problem, man. Look, I'm so glad you had me. It's my first time doing like an interview, so you
Hmm.
know,
You did
it was
great.
interesting.
You should see other people's first times. It's crazy. It's really funny.
Yeah, I bet, man. Like, cause you know that the jitters can get to you. That's all
Hmm.
I'm saying.
For sure. But
Yeah.
Tommy Mayhem on everything, right? Social
Mhm.
wise,
Mhm.
YouTube.
Pretty
Do you have
much.
YouTube?
I deleted my YouTube, but I'm gonna come back with a better one eventually. So you know.
All right. Well, we'll just say it's gonna be Tommy Mayhem from now on.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all go follow and check out all his music at Tommy Mayhem on everything. SoundCloud, Apple Music, and Spotify. You
Of
on that?
course. Yeah. Yeah. Of
All right.
course.
All right. Just making sure. Um, everything will be in the description below. And is there anything else you want to say?
Nah. Not at all.
All right. So thank y'all for watching and listening, and we will catch y'all. This goes up. This goes up. Not tomorrow. Today's Saturday. On
Yeah.
Mondays. So, and we
I
will
bet.
catch y'all next week. Peace.